Konektadong. Head of Mobile Business, Miriam Choa. Brand Marketing Director, Jasper Evangelista.
Before we start, magpapa-class picture muna tayo.
Alright, huddle in for our photographer. The deals we have from Indo, of course.
Alright, welcome everyone. Super exciting though. Now that we know about the products, I want us to dive deeper into it since it's such an interesting topic, okay? So the internet has now become a part of everybody's needs, right? Agree? Lahat na lang internet, kailangan streaming, working, lahat. So, what do you think about that, Sir Attorney Adel? Oh, sige, Sir Jasper.
Yes, actually, so I think Deet is very equipped to face this new digital lifestyle. No? I mean, streaming, all these new behavioral changes happening, even the growth of AI and all that. I think having Dito behind you can help you really maximize these types of services. No? So, and we are leading the way. Actually, when we started in 21, we were really a digital-first company. And even as you saw Nancy discuss the app, how everything's digital, that's what we're proud of, and that's our birthright, I feel, because we were born in the digital age. No? Other players have legacy systems. Kami, it's next gen 5G technology talaga. So we feel like we have the right to really and share that capability with every Filipino. Yeah.
Yes, I totally have to agree. It's generally improved our life, our gadgets, connectivity, and lifestyle is completely evolved because of technology. Yes, Miss Miriam.
I was just supposed to say that aside from data, we have the widest range of choices when you want streaming. We have all the brands in our app. In fact, we have, aside from Prime and all the usuals that you need, we have the easiest and most seamless way to subscribe from your data. You don't need to put vouchers. It's so easy.
See, and that convenience is very important, especially with our fast-paced lifestyle in today's day and age with technology.
True. So, Miss Miriam. So, talking about the data, right?
Kinakabahan ka ba? Huwag kang
Ako kinakabahan eh, kasi parang ako mag-represent ng product kasi.
This is the
Kasi
casual.
nag-review ako kanina to make sure eh.
We got you, Dino. We
Okay,
got you.
thank you, Sir Jasper. Alright, so we're gonna start again with the prepaid, right? How is Dito Prepaid built to support the everyday Filipino, and what makes it stand out from the other prepaid options?
It's different because all the products that are being created for the market are really studied. Hindi siya, parang it's not just being copied and it's not just based on profitability alone. It's based on what are people doing ba talaga right now? What do they need? What do they want? How long do they spend in a day in the data? And how it can help them thrive better? And then from those insights, that's how we create the programs. This is the reason why it is the only prepaid product that has the longest validity, because we understand that people do not consume all their data at one time. Tinitipid nila yan and they make sure that they have it every day. With the lowest price of 99 pesos that can last you for 30 days. Walang ganyan. And yun nga, even with the rest of the ones that we are developing, we are looking at where the trend is going. The prepaid people now are buying phones. The number one phones right now, which I cannot say it. The number one phone brands right now, we are partnering with them. And we are giving them the data that they need on the phone that they are buying so that it doesn't become a burden for them. They don't have to choose a postpaid plan and then suffer with the data. Now they can get the phone that they want and get so much data that they need. Kasi we provide them that because we understand. So, naniniwala, well, personally ako, naniniwala, di ba sinabi ni Mark Zuckerberg, how did he create Facebook ba? Sabi niya, I was just in a room. I just have a PC and an internet. Imagine what can happen if you allow other young people to have those three. Things can still like really boom. So we believe in that.
It truly is about giving more without asking for too much. Diba? And I feel like one of my favorite things about Tito Prepaid just so happens to be the Vilte feature. Could you explain a little more, Miss Miriam, about the Vilte feature?
Yeah. The built-in feature is the one that you showed, was shown kanina. It's a video calling without charges to your data. If you're a Tito user and then your friend is a Tito user, kung ikaw may load siya, walang load, it's okay. You can still call each other. And the good thing about that is high definition, clear voice, kasi it diretso from network to your net. It's just one network, so the clarity is just there. So high definition, pati yung look, ganyan. So, in fact, kung magsisinungaling ka, siguraduhin mo hindi ako nandito kasi magbumuko ka. Pag tinawagan ka at wala ka, usually the example that we give is really, it's coming from an insight. When you're meeting a friend, tapos na 5 minutes wala ka pa. On the way na.
Nasa EDSA na.
Naliligo pa lang. Oh.
Yung on the way, nakakabangon pa nun talaga. So, I mean, the point is, we're getting insights, and those insights are real-life insights. So the products are coming from solutioning some problems that would help them. So that's a side story.
Even tong mga press, no? I mean, you can use it in your jobs. Kunyari, nasira yung camera nyo. Guilty na lang kayo. Guilty. Rekta yun, ha? It's high def. So you can actually, replace, in effect, your high def cameras. No? I mean, ganun siya ka-versatile. So that's an amazing, unli pa siya. Anytime, man. You can do it.
Grabe, I love that high definition video calls using your mobile network, not Wi-Fi or third-party apps pa, diba? So, since you're chiming in, Jasper, my next question is for you. It's all about Tito Postpaid naman. So many assume postpaid means expensive. So how does Tito Postpaid challenge that?
As mentioned earlier by Miriam, you saw the very compelling offers, no? I mean, bar none, we're the most value-packed, and most accessible postpaid plan in the market. Okay? It's called flex plans now. No? Kasi pwede mo talaga i-flex, di ba? Pag postpaid ka, medyo ibang level ka na konti flex. Now we're extending that ability to everybody. Hindi na kailangan may line about like prepaid, postpaid. We want inclusivity. Yeah? So everybody can actually avail of a postpaid plan. Whether it's SIM only or bundle, you're gonna get the best value. Amazing gigs we're giving out there. So it fits everybody's lifestyle.
Okay, so you mentioned before about postpaid, right? And that it should serve life goals, not just lifestyle. So can you expound on that?
Yeah, life goals, anybody in any profession, whether kunyari work from home kayo, or you're a student, asynchronous, even our media press here, you can do so many things, okay? With this at your fingertips, kumbaga. We can actually leverage this, the postpaid plan. Kasi dire-diretso ito. It's parang set it and forget it. Di ba minsan ang prepaid, you really have to load. Ito, postpaid, just set it and forget it. Very affordable plans. And wala ka na alalahanin. It's so simple, right? And yung naka-postpaid ka pa, parang wow.
I love it. You're bridging the gap between that because usually there's always been little arguments between prepaid and postpaid side. What is a better deal? But at the end of the day, it truly is about what matters to you, what's more affordable for your lifestyle. So bridging that gap through Tito is a really amazing thing because it's a balance. It's not just one side gets more and the other doesn't. It truly is how can we maximize this particular plan according to your needs. So we love that about the special feature. Now, let's talk about home internet. So swinging it back to Miriam, how does Tito Home Wi-Fi answer the common frustrations of people that they have with inconsistent connectivity? Sige, go, attorney. Yes, go ahead.
So I want to say, when we launched this product, it's really a game changer for the industry. The thing with our Wi-Fi is you don't have to put cables. It's plug and play. Now, you've had this type of service in the past, but not with the quality that you get with Dito. I use it at home. So in my house before, during the pandemic, I had two, I won't name them, but whenever there would be some kind of fiber cut, hirap ako. And usually kung napuputol yung isa, napuputol din yung pangalawa. Kasi usually isang ano lang yan eh. Isang linya, or kung aerial, isang cable because of a storm or something. So when I got our Dito FWA, it wasn't called Wi-Fi then, it was, I like the branding now, but nicer branding. We actually gave up the two other internet service providers, no? And we didn't have to lay any cables. It was plug and play, and the speeds that I get, since I'm in a 5G area, I usually get on average mga 300 Mbps. Now, to be very honest, for a home person who is not a gamer, 300 Mbps is actually too much. But when I watch Netflix, ang ganda ng quality, you can tell the difference. Like I would remember before, when inconsistent yung quality ng cable namin, you're not going to maximize the quality of your TV also. So, yung product namin is really quite unique. It's based on our 5G standalone network, which is the only standalone network in the Philippines for now. So we're very proud of that.
Very love ko yan, that Wi-Fi. I have it at home as well. Sobrang ganda ng product construct na ginawa na I was compelled talaga to try it home. Ganun din, mga 300 above, minsan 400 Mbps pa nga. I mean, and the name is Wi-Fi as well. Kasi mapapawaw talaga kayo. Kung kayo, most of people here, baka kayo rin, naka-Wi-Fi pa kayo sa bahay. Dati Wi-Fi na kayo. That's the next gen of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
Wow!
Okay? Kunyari, you can also have multiple connectivity, 20, 30 devices, hindi ko tama. 30 or 40 devices, 30. Now connected, they can handle that. I mean, that's the type of technology we're bringing to the table for home applications. Just imagine that.
So kapag sobrang daming family members sa bahay, no, lahat mga
Yeah.
Okay.
So perfect again, very cost effective.
Actually, kahit di marami. Because one person has more than one gadget kasi. Like you're connected to phone, to a laptop. So, kahit siguro you're like 10, you need parang 40 connections to the same Wi-Fi.
So talking about like home, right? So how does Dito Home fit into Dito's bigger mission of connecting families and communities?
Because nga, as of both what Atty. Adele and Jasper has said, if you are connected 365 days in a year, there are so many opportunities for you to actually grow, build your own business. In fact, we have the most hustlers in the Philippines, di ba? The gig economy was born because of the technology, because it allows you to create your own platforms, so that you can actually sell it and then work for other countries without leaving your country. So it is in a way helping you thrive as a person, helping your family also grow, and in the end, the entire community across the country that is being helped when the connectivity is stable, consistent, and fast.
It truly fixes up the whole work from home setup and being able to work from anywhere without any disturbances for your internet. So,
Sorry, can I just jump on that?
Sure.
Yung what I find interesting is the Wi-Fi, it's a device. It's different shapes and sizes, but it's a physical device. So this is yung pagkakaiba natin sa Dito. If you get from the other providers, you can't bring it with you. So let's say you change home. And for example, for whatever reason, there's construction in your house, you want to go to a cafe. You could actually bring it. If there's service. So that's if you're within our service area. So that's actually one of the very interesting things about our product. We see a lot of people buying it for their condos because, for example, if they're not there all the time, they can also bring it to their other, whether if they have another home. That's really the unique proposition that we have.
That is so cool kasi like from a gamer standpoint, right? I was already thinking of like LAN parties. Kasi nawala na yung dual screen, right? So ngayon ginagawa ng mga ibang gamers, lahat na pupunta sa bahay, they'll bring their own console. So if you can bring your own device as well, oh my god.
Wow, di ba?
Wow! Oh, wow! Wow!
Oh, talaga. Perfection.
Pero yun nga, they don't have to bring their own Wi-Fi because yours will already work. All of them.
Oh, diba?
Sigaw party.
Take one for the team, Dino.
Super
Get it
solid.
done. Get it
Okay.
done. Okay. So Jasper, the Dito app has been hailed as a game changer. So what is the vision behind building a fully app-based telco from day one?
Wow, Nancy just talked about it, no? That end-to-end digital, you won't see that anywhere. I mean, you don't have to leave your room or your seat, no, to apply for a postpaid plan in like a couple of minutes. Ako kasi before, nung kabataan mo, like when you apply for a postpaid, you really have to wait, in line, magka-shopping ka pa nga bago ka makabalik siguro sa brick and mortar store, no? Pero ngayon, everything's digital. Even the SIM registration na akala nyo hassle, actually so simple. Automatic na yun. Yung SIM registration, you can buy load, you can actually see your account, you have so many apps in there, you earn rewards wherever you move. Wait, and then, not exclusive offers namin as app din. Special offers. So, you have to have it on your phone, ha? Mga tao rito, download nyo din dito app kasi maraming exclusive offers doon. And then every day, we're innovating. Okay? So, dapat abangan tayo sa Just For You page natin.
Oh, that's like the best part. You cut out all of the waiting in line. I feel like my entire experience when it comes to telco issues is not being able to find what I need on a particular app, and I have to go there in person talaga. So this is really an easy to use app, and it's straight away. You don't have to seek other form of help when it's easy to use.
I think what I want to reinforce lang is that Dito is the first. This is the first digital. The one, the only that is end-to-end digital, no matter what others will say. So, I just want to stress that point. And it is also, based on our research, Dito is highly indexed among the young people. And the reason why young people prefer Dito is because if you are a native or a savvy digital user, Dito app makes everything so convenient, everything so seamless from the time you get onboarded until the time you stay and do everything that you need. There are no links in the journey that will ask you to get out of the app, go to the website, and then do in the website, and then go back. It's not like that. This is the only one in the Philippines that is like that.
Now, parang you guys thought of it all, parang I just want to ask you more na, how does the app also contribute to customer empowerment and loyalty? If you could like talk furthermore on that.
Customer empowerment, loyalty, we talk about the rewards, no?
The points that
Yeah, that's unique. We have probably the most dynamic rewards portfolio. Okay, and you can actually redeem various mga, whether it's food, whether it's other items, It's very exciting to accumulate points, and ang dali lang, once you're in the app, you do some tasks and automatically that wraps up for you. Yung empowerment, of course, yung app also has a database of other OTT, we call it OTT, over the top apps na available. Kunyari, Blast TV, which is free, tama. So we got entertainment there for free. So you can actually watch and get entertained for free. Kasi zero rated yung walang charge yun. It will get charged to your data or anything. So everything's in the app. You can learn things, you can entertainment and education. So that's empowerment for us. I mean, especially the young ones like us.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, batchmate, yes.
I can tell by the jackets.
Exactly, right? So when Mir was talking about we are over-indexed in the younger generation, that is true, proven by research. And even the young at heart, like all of us, no? So you can see even the video namin, very energetic, very dynamic, and very young, di ba? Parang gano'n naman tayo lahat actually, in one way or another, right? Right?
Agree.
Yeah.
No complaints from us. We're definitely on the same boat, Batch 2020, yes.
Yes.
That's when we graduated, diba? Batch 2020. So our next question, we're swinging it over to Attorney Adele. Are there upcoming tech upgrades or innovations Dito users should be very excited about?
Yes, let's say the 5G expansion and serving the unserved is a technology. Is that the question? Or
Yes, yeah. Anything else that we should be really excited about?
Whichever-
Aside from
whichever's
the
your
staff
favorite.
also.
No,
Oh,
sorry,
your favorite,
sorry.
the one you can't disclose.
Sorry, because I've been in this industry I started in 2018, and it's a deep dive. So it's a deep dive from how to set up a company to the technology. I've been to China so many times, into what is 5G, what is the network, what is the core. So there's a lot to say, but I would say on the horizon for us, and this is maybe less consumer but more enterprise, is we have the ability to slice our network. So for example, there's a company who wants to have a unique network for them. We can actually do it. If because of the cybersecurity issues, because of bandwidth requirements, quality of service, that's something we can do. If you want to click that down further, and I said this in an interview today, we are actually going to sign a memorandum of agreement next week in Hong Kong with Chinatel because we will be partnering with them. We will bring the abilities of Chinatel to set up things like smart cities, smart buildings, robotics. So we have all these abilities because of our modern network. Ang kulang lang namin talaga is really the private and maybe government entities who would like to partner with us. We have really a very, in terms of technology, we are one of the most advanced in the world in terms of network. World, hindi lang Philippines, world. And we're just waiting for the opportunities to showcase this. We have some things in the pipeline, and when basta maluto na, we'll tell the media. But it's there, the opportunities for 5G in terms of the Internet of things like facial recognition, in terms of protecting your home, using AI, using your CCTV. Ang dami. So many use cases that we will be bringing into the country. And that's based on our 5G network. It will also cascade down to our consumer side, like in terms of our yung sa app natin, if you have any queries, we'll have our chatbots or using AI. A lot of it is there. Very exciting the things we can actually do. We're just waiting for people and companies to come to us, to partner with us, to make those things happen. Sorry, it's a bit out of the consumer's space, but I wanted to share with you.
And you mentioned also about the app, no? Just go back to the app. We won the Asian Telecom Awards twice already in a row. Palakpakan man natin yung
Big round of
dito, so
applause.
we're standing for the Philippines.
Just to flex on real quick.
We're representing the Philippines, because that's in Asia Pacific. So our app won that because again, it's a showcase of all of our technological, advancements and all of our digital goodies are in the app. So it will be great, really, to experience that. We'd like to share that with everyone.
It's amazing, like a couple of years ago, like we would talk about this, and parang sobrang futuristic siya, right? Like you're talking about the AI, the smart buildings, and the apps and all that. So I just want to ask, how do all these product innovations reflect the future Dito envisions for the Philippines?
I think the vision it's clear, no? You saw it straight from our leadership, CEO to our CRO, everything, and from the product and brand. We are all aligned towards empowering the Filipino and empowering the Philippines. We want to, it's all about inclusivity. Narrowing that digital divide na dati, ang laki ng gap. There are some people are unserved, kasi iba, taas ng speed pa siya. So we're trying to make it more inclusive. And it cuts through all of our brands, our products. From postpaid being the most affordable one to Wi-Fi is the first red cap technology, democratizing 5G. That's red cap. Democratizing 5G at a really lower barrier to everybody. Get to sample that. Flex plans, like I said, the most affordable and value-packed, like postpaid plan. And then, so everything parang really converges on the kaya dito, no? Na narinig namin yan, kailangan ng markado. Tapos kinaya rin namin. Tapos ngayon, we want to empower everybody na magkaroon ng conviction na kaya nga dito. Actually, kaya natin. The Philippines, everybody here in their own way, we want to support your individual tracks in life, wherever you are. And that's what Dito entails to serve talaga.
To add to that, I mentioned a while ago that everything we do and everything we create as a service comes from deep research and really understanding what the customer needs. So the future is based on how we're going to evolve and move into that. Because what we bring is a technology that is relevant to everyone. You don't create technology for the sake of saying you're the best number one technology, but no use cases and no one can actually buy you or because you're expensive, because there are no devices that can actually use your technology. So what we bring is a technology that's already relevant to our lives, to the things that will make us progress as people and as nation.
To add to that, at the onset when we started building Dito, we had to make a strategic decision because we spent a lot of money. We spent over, as of date, maybe about 300 billion pesos to set up our network, to set up our distribution, everything. We could have just said, okay, we're now going to just cater to the very high end of the market because we have the best network and we're just gonna make things expensive, but they can afford it anyway. But we didn't do that. We actually, our vision for Dito was something that was inclusive. That was something we wanted to give. These are the world's best 5G services, and we wanted it affordable to every Filipino. I'll give you a specific example. We have this technology called RedCap for our Wi-Fi. That special technology is, we're able to do that because of our 5G standalone system. If we didn't use RedCap, for us to provide the same technology and the same service, we would have to charge maybe 3 to 4 times in terms of cost. Now, I don't know about the profitability of that when it comes down to the bottom line, but we could have done that. But instead we said, let's come up with a product that will provide really high quality service, but that people can afford. Like for example, our Pro 365, you pay $70.90, and for a whole year, right, you get unlimited bandwidth. Ako, when Miriam and Jasper were preparing this product, creating it, it just blew my mind. That a Filipino, right, can say, okay, meron akong bonus, I'm gonna buy this, my whole family will have internet access for a whole year, use it as much as they want, and they're only spending 7,290 pesos. I think that speaks to the type of company that we want to be. We'll give Filipinos the best service, but we're also running after everyone, hindi lang just a few.
Grabe, it's about time talaga that telcos actually work with the people and cater to the audience that they're trying to reach. And this is the best possible way in showing that just because it's high-tech, just because it's the most advanced, that doesn't mean it's unattainable. So I feel like that truly is the amazing message behind the Kaya Dito campaign talaga.
Like I said, it's inclusive, it's affordable and accessible to everybody. My father's gonna love like that thing so much for the Wi-Fi. So I just want to say thank you so much, Sir Jasper and Ms. Miriam, attorney, for joining us. But right now we're gonna open up the floor to you guys if you have any questions for our VIPs right here.
Okay, we have our first question over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, I'm Luis Mo. I would just like to ask are you open for any partnerships? And if so, what are the qualities that you look for in a potential partner? And how do you determine if another brand aligns with your vision and values?
We do. I mentioned a while ago that while you can do things on your own, it is better that you partner with people because you can go farther. And this is manifested on the programs I've shown. We are open to, we don't discriminate. What we look for a partner is a shared vision. The one that shares our values and the one that will actually help our target market. Or sometimes if it's not there, because we really value partnerships, we find ways. We look at things that we can, if there are no parallel or adjacent businesses together, we are still able to find some connections when we look at the customer. So that's the main focus of how we partner with the ones that are in the lineup that we have right now and those that are coming in the future.
Just for a follow-up question, what steps do you take to maintain your brand while partnering with others?
Maintain the brand.
Yes, maintain.
Well, go ahead.
Usually when we partner with people who also respect us. So there's a mutual respect in terms of partnership, when doing the partnership. So branding usually comes, it is actually part of the discussion. Meaning the partnership is usually mutually beneficial. So they also grow as we grow. And in terms of branding, we make sure that we do not dilute each other. Kasi at the end of the day, we always look, for example, Viber dating is not about Dito and Viber. It's about the customers that we see who want to actually date. Parang ganyan. So it's not really about the brand in the end, it's really the customers. And in the end, it's the customers who actually bring it back to us. Parang ganyan.
Yep. Just to add to that, speaking of parang partnering, no? That's Miyuki. She's the one in our video. Can you pangalan si Miyuki, no? So we also partner with KOLs, brand ambassadors, and all that. It's at so many levels, no? So even that social media, we have social media partners with Meta and TikTok. We have like device partners like Techno. We have with Samsung. We have and lots of things in store for that. So we can elevate each other's I think that's the key thing for being partners. So kunyari may girlfriend boyfriend dalawa kunyari. Like when you have a partner, you have to bring out the best in each other. And it has to be a win-win.
Gusto mo yun?
Tama ba? So even us, that's what we want. We're not just there for a quick buck. We're there to really grow with that person. We want to make sure the objectives are aligned, our strengths are aligned. Let's say with Techno, that's the best gaming phone you're gonna have. And that's free, no? For the entire year, yung gaming, no? Sa Techno. So, those types, 1 year, for synergies like that, that's perfect. I mean, we win, they win, and then the consumers win because it's a power pack package, no? So partnership at so many levels, even up to grassroots, like we go to the grassroots, LGUs, we talk to schools, we have school programs. It's happening, the whole 9 yards, and you're gonna see the Dito logo everywhere, no? If you go to the certain barangays already. So at so many levels, yes, we love to partner, and it's an open shop for us. Inclusivity, yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Do we have more questions on the floor? Yes,
Here,
another one over there.
Hi, Sir Bob Reyes from Little Boutique Tech. Sir Eder, I'm here. Here, at the far end. There you go, Sir, just say, sir, now that the Konektadong Pinoy is already enacted, what is Dito's position on the legislation? We support it 100%. So, although at the start we did have some concerns, but since the government has deemed it as part of the law of the land, I think as a good corporate citizen, we should support it. So we will support it 100%. I think that's the first thing I'd like to say about that. But the second is, the more I think about it, I think Konektadong Pinoy can actually be very beneficial to Dito and to the business of Dito. And I was sharing this with some of our media friends earlier. We, in Dito, had already been implementing, in a sense, Konektadong Pinoy 2 years ago. So to share the story, before I headed the consumer business, I headed enterprise business. And one of our partnerships was to provide connectivity, bandwidth, and cybersecurity to small
ISPs, no? Internet service providers in the provinces. Under the law, they will now be called DTIPs. But that business has always been there. So connecting it further with the partnership, we actually built a very strong business along those lines because we're easy to talk to. We're not afraid of sharing our infrastructure. And so, instead of seeing Konektadong Pinoy as something to be afraid of, Dito will now look at it as an opportunity for us to have even more partners. And although competition will have its own issues with us, net, I think we might actually come up with a win-win situation for Dito. So we're here. We will support Secretary Aguda in the preparation of the implementing rules and regulations. If they will allow us, we will share our experience, no, going through the very technical process that we went through in the audit process with NTC. Maybe we will have some insights that we can share as we prepare the IRRs for Konektadong.
Salamat, sir.
Thank you.
We have another question over there.
Good afternoon, I'm Ron De Los Reyes of PTV4. A lot of people are into camping.
Ron, I didn't recognize you, but when I heard your voice, it's Ron. I've seen you before.
Thank you, Attorney. The camping started as early as 2020 or 2019, since the start of the pandemic. It's very popular now, but the common problem among campers is the Wi-Fi. Like you go to Tanay, you go to Mount Pulag, Mount Apo, and you don't have signal unless you probably subscribe with that network. And can ito provide such connectivity even in far-flung areas?
I think the short answer to that, unless you guys want to jump in, the short answer to that is no, not at this time, not with the current technology. Because for you to get our mobile services from a telco, it's not just having a tower there. You need the fiber. The fiber has to connect to your core. Your network has to have the complete end-to-end with subsea cables, all to connect yourself to the internet. No? So it's not just a simple matter of maybe just setting up a tower and having your active elements. I think satellite will be able to answer that. But satellite also has its limitations. Kasi satellite has its latency, limited bandwidth. At the end of the day, if we really want far-flung areas to have good connectivity, because it's not just connectivity, period, diba? It's the quality of it. We have to spend money. So kami sa dito, we've spent 300 billion, but we've only covered around 86-87% of population coverage. That's population, which means that there are a lot of areas that may not be populated that would not have our coverage. If we want to get to that point, and I think maybe part of your question is also maybe for tourism, etc., kailangan natin mag-invest. Whether the investment will come from government or from private sector, you have to invest. And I would encourage, I don't know if I'll get any flack for this, but maybe I'll say it anyway, because it's in my mind, in my heart. Maybe we have to, if the government were to spend for anything, maybe it can spend more for the ICT infrastructure instead of the things that they've been talking about that I won't mention that are become ghost projects.
Thank you, Attorney. One last question. I noticed in the video that you sponsored or you tied up Papansa. And that's very good for youth development. And do you have any plans of going into other big sports events, like maybe the Southeast Asian Games in the future or the Asian Games?
For sure. I think that one of the primary reasons why we did a sponsorship of like Palarong Pambansa in Cebu and then the next one in Ilocos is because of the youth, no? I mean, really empowering the youth. It really ties up with our vision, no? To really get the younger generation out to support them. And then if one of our platforms actually is Galing Dito, I'm not sure, Sir Ron, if you've seen that. No? The Galing Dito platform is recognizing Filipino talent. Yun, na kaya natin dito. Tapos iba yung galing dito. Basta excellence, quality excellence, galing sa Philippines yan, galing dito yan. That's part of a campaign, no? And yung palang pambansa, that's a perfect vehicle, no? To communicate that. Now we're recognizing the talents of all the younger athletes that we have, and whatever way we can support, even the LGUs in that area. Are we going to sports marketing? Not yet, because as Attorney mentioned, no? When we go into something, we commit to it, and we want to make sure it's quality execution. We just don't want to do tic-tac, sponsorships left and right without a solid strategy behind it. Rest assured, we are already brainstorming about that because our name implies dito telecommunity. We're talking about telecommunities, whether it's the camping. Nagka-camping din ako, sir. Actually, yung kotse ko pang-camping din. Pareho po tayo. So, ako, may sariling needs din yan, whether it's the ways, going to the campsite, or whatever packages. That's what Miriam's team is really continuously brainstorming on. How do we serve them better? What are the needs of each telecommunity? Whether you're a gaming telecommunity, let's give them a techno. Whether you're like a work from home, etong package to Wi-Fi dire-diretso. So that's how we're playing it right now. But for sure, we want to go and deep dive and have a special relationship with each telecommunity. For sure, because I think that's gonna give us the edge. We're not just here for the buck, quick buck. We're here to really make relationships and really empower Filipinos and the entire Philippines. I think that's the bottom line.
Excellent. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you, Sir Ron. I love your car reviews.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, kaya pala.
Yes, sir.
But I also know him because I have a relative who works at PTV4, and I remember that voice, what a beautiful voice.
Thank you, sir, for your question.
We're on to our last question.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. I'm Sunny Daanoy from TechWatch PH. I heard earlier that dito fully support the Konektadong Pinoy law. Can you explain how the Kaya Dito initiative aligns or connect with the newly enacted Konektadong Pinoy law?
Sure. I think to really connect it all the way back, right? Dito, we were given a franchise. We were given our frequencies, our CPCN, precisely to bring competition to the Philippines. I'll make it a bit more concrete. Yung bago kami pumasok, ang internet speed, download speed sa Pilipinas was 10 Mbps, that's 2018. Yung cost natin per gigabyte was something like 50 ba? $50 or 50 pesos? Yeah, was about 50 pesos per gigabyte pagpasok namin. But now, because we are in the market, we're bringing competition, the average internet download speed is about 70 to 90 now. So times 7, di ba? And then the cost per gigabyte sa atin, it's what? Maybe 15 pesos, mga ganyan. So over 60% bumaba yung cost. That's the power of competition, no? And when we say kaya dito, we are saying kasi na yung mga lumang pain points ng tao na masyadong mahal, o sige, meron kang data pero ang ikli ng validity, gusto mo ng internet pero kailangan mo maghintay na maglagay sila ng kable, all of these we address it through Kaya Dito. So, the Konektadong Pinoy aims are actually very much in sync with what we are already trying to do and have been trying to do. No? So, ako, my message to our fellow members in the industry, let's support the government, let's support the ICT, let's find a way so that this Konektadong Pinoy will not make our service worse, but maybe make it better, and maybe we can in fact even provide better service to Filipinos.
Thank you, sir. Kanina rin po, you said that dito is in a win-win situation with the enactment of Konektadong Pinoy Bill, or I mean law. Sir, can you also give a comment on the cybersecurity concerns on this matter?
Yung cybersecurity actually, so dito was treated very differently than all the other telcos when they gave us our franchise and our certificate of public convenience and necessity. Ginawa nila na requirement na meron kaming cybersecurity audit, na meron kaming cybersecurity plan, and we had to go to the NSC to have it approved at the onset. No? Other telcos walang ganyan. Kami lang yung binigyan ng ganong klaseng requirement. And at the start actually, to be very candid, I found it a bit onerous and a bit difficult because you spend for that. When people talk about the cybersecurity plan, hindi yan papel lang. You will have to spend. I think we spent at the onset like ₱1 billion just for our cybersecurity platform. But now, looking back after 5 years of operations, we have one of the most resilient and robust cybersecurity systems in the country in terms of telco. No? And that's why we're able to partner now with small providers, etc. And they can feel secure when they use our network. So, my point is, looking back, although it may seem difficult and onerous at the start, having cybersecurity requirements, which is required by law, if you take a look at Konektadong Pinoy, in the long run, it will be good because of security and data privacy. So hopefully, habang ginagawa yung IRR, hopefully we can bring these insights from our experience, no? So that we can come up with good IRR. Sorry, just one last point. I know you guys are eating and medyo mahaba. Just quick 2 points. For me sa IRR, what's important, we focus on cybersecurity and service levels. Kasi ang danger is you let fly-by-night companies come in. We don't want that. Let's allow competition, but let's make sure that service levels remain very high and that the service they will provide will be secure. That, I think, is our push sa dito side as we help craft the IRR.
All right, and with that, we will close the floor